I was thinking of a very interesting topic,
But
which we both come from special need parenting.
yeah,
You know, your child, you mentioned he has autism, and,
yeah,
and then all the complications that Abel had,
yeah,
and so I feel like that's an interesting topic to talk about.
yeah. It is.
How has parenting been for you with JoJo? How was it when you found out he had autism? How did it make you feel?
If you want, I'll start from when I found out, because I mean that's where it starts.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy because the time that I found out was like a tough time in my life, because at the same time we found out Jordan had autism, his mother found out she had precancer in her cervix. She had like cyst inside of her,
Yeah.
whatever it may be, and I had a close person to me that cared about, like, try to hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it was like all in the same week that I found this out. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of tough or whatever, but it's been pretty hard. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think the first 3 or 4 years of raising my son were the toughest.
The first 4 years?
Yeah, like 4 years or 5, you know. Like the last 4 have been easier now that he's like kind of getting better.
Yeah.
But like, I guess getting to accept the fact that your kid has autism is the hardest part. You see what I'm saying? Like, you start thinking like stuff in your head, like while you're sitting at home, you're like, dang, you know, my son ain't never gonna have no conversation with me.
What kind of thoughts coming to your mind?
Like, you know, thinking about my son's future, you know, like who's gonna be around with him when I die, you know, or who's gonna provide for him when I'm not here, you know, or who's gonna mistreat him, or how is he getting treated at his mother's house? Because, you know, me and his mom ain't together, so that's even worse. Because you don't got him, you know, I don't got him. I drop him off Monday morning and I pick him up Friday afternoon. So those 5 days, I only get to call him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on. You know, like she could tell me what, you know, what's going on, but that's just her word. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But sometimes you got doubts just because, you know, your son's autistic and he can't tell you how his week's been.
You mentioned that the 4 years were the hardest. What made them so hard? Or
well, I think the whole fact that me and his mom were kind of, because, you know, me and Jordan's mom was still together probably till he was like 2. You know what I mean? And then his mom left me and she started doing her own thing or whatever. And obviously I was doing my own too. But it's like, it was hard to transition from seeing him every day to, well, I mean, I did see him 5 days a week back then because I was working at Toyota. So I was pretty much working Friday through Sunday. But the transition, like, from going to being a father every day to only having them certain days of the week was the hardest probably for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, now that you're a single father, and, you know, a lot of times we don't talk about those fathers. Yeah. The single fathers. It's usually,
mostly it's the mothers.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah, I respect it. Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
But because, I mean, truth is we don't see that many single fathers.
No, yeah, I understand that.
So it's not normal, but it should be normal. But yeah, like how does that play out? Single father and then your child has autism.
Well, see, like, the thing is with me, like, the thing that kind of took a back seat for me, and I'm okay with it because it's not the most important thing, is my social life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, me and Teddy, you know, we always been handsome. But ¿cómo se llama? Like, the females want to hang out on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like, they want to chill and, like, you know, Friday, Saturday night. But that's the days I got my son. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's okay because, you know what I'm saying, I don't really care about that too much. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's a little difficult because, you know, it's like you're thinking about, I'm 30, bro. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm not 40, 50. You know, I still want to fall in love or whatever. So it's like, it's hard, bro. You know, because I gotta focus on my son, which is the most important thing in my life. But at the same time, I gotta think about myself, because if I don't have somebody to support me, you know, emotionally or whatever it may be, then, you know, one day I'm gonna need it, bro. I might not need it right now because I'm in my prime.
Yeah.
But I feel like one day I'm gonna need that person with me.
Yeah, that support.
Yeah, but it's hard, bro. Like on the social life. That's my other. But also, también, you know, with my son, is like him talking has been one of our, what do you call it? Well, that's what we work on the most.
The struggle.
Yeah. We've been, like, my son, I can't sit here and have a conversation with him like you and me, per se. Like, I can be like, hey, Jordan, everything's cool? And he'll be like, yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Or, what's up? He'll be like, what's up? But it's like, he started talking way more than he used to, though. for sure. Because antes no decía nada, you know what I'm saying? But now he talks a little bit.
One thing that definitely was very noticeable for me, that time we played ball with Teddy.
Yeah.
The way I was studying the way you were parenting, and I really like that you. It's not that you're not hard on JoJo, but you still you treat him like a child. Like it's not like I don't know how to word it.
I don't treat him like he's special type thing.
Yeah, like you know.
Yeah, I'm stern with my son, you know, because I mean, honestly, if I haven't been stern with him the way I am, I feel like he probably would have been worse off in a spectrum of autism. Because, you know, there's kids that throw tantrums and throw themselves on the floor, you know, or they might just, you know, if you don't buy them something, they'll start screaming. With kids with autism, I mean, not just regular kids. Like, it's different because these kids will have, like, tantrums they can't control and scream and stuff or scratch or whatever. And Jordan doesn't do that with me. You know what I mean? Like, say if he wants something at the store, we gotten to the point where I say no. Yeah, he might pout a little bit, but he ain't going to trip out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we come a long way, you know, in my strictness. You know, I mean, my dad was strict with me, but he was overly strict. But I feel like I'm strict enough where Jordan knows not to do what's wrong, you know? Like, he ain't about to go to somebody's house and put his feet up on their couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Jordan throws out the trash and stuff. Like, I tell him, hey, bro, grab the bag. You know, bring me another bag. So he'll take the trash out, put it where the trash goes, and put another bag in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll do, like, stuff like that. Or, like, be like, hey, bro, put your shoes on or whatever. You know what I mean? But I feel like if I wasn't stern, he'd probably be like way worse than he is now.
There was a conversation that me and Teddy had.
Oh, Teddy.
Yeah.
Jesus
Medrano. When Junior.
Junior.
Yeah, there was a conversation we were having, and we were having a discussion here, and he mentioned how, you know, for us, we chose to be very vulnerable, very open with our story, and how a lot of people didn't understand the purpose behind that. It was, some people took it as like a pity party, or like for our situation when we put out like Abel's milestones or pictures and all
that. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So for us, I mean, when you put anything out there,
I never thought about it like that, to be honest with you. I thought y'all were just trying to, you know, do good by your son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Our thing is, you know how like parents put when their child wins a trophy.
Like milestones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for us, it looked different. So I could see how people could assume that it was to like feel sorry.
Yeah.
But for us, even just rolling 180 degree was like the biggest milestone for us.
I feel you. Yeah.
Or transferring an object from one hand to another, like all those things were huge milestones.
Yeah.
And so I told myself I was gonna have this conversation because it still ties up with like special needs and stuff.
Yeah.
But like on your side, what is your perspective on like sharing like your child's story?
Oh, I mean, I feel like Jordan's stories, I mean, I'm alright with sharing it, like,
yeah,
because there's some people that have kids with special needs, and I feel like they need to know that you should never give up on them, though, because, you know, I've been there, bro, where I'm like, you know, damn, why God treat me like this?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is God doing this to me? Out of all the people you could have done this to,
why me?
Why me?
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing. Why me? You always think that, bro, when you're going through that, because you're like, you know, a lot of time when I was going through, because, you know, I still, you know, sometimes like when I don't have Jordan, like, well, not recently, I've gotten a lot stronger and like where I don't break down or whatever. But there used to be times where I would be sitting in my room or anywhere it may be, and this is gonna be weird, bro. This is one of the things that a lot of people know. But I like watching like X Factor auditions.
Gotcha.
Like, you know, American Idol, and they'll sing and stuff. So I'll start crying, bro, just from the auditions. But then I start thinking about Jordan Like, it's weird because like the auditions, them, like I guess singing so beautifully makes me get in my emotions, and it makes me think about Jordan. You see what I'm saying? And I think like, dang, that's when I have the breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like after listening to X Factor or whatever, it'll be the door that opens me to crying. You feel what I'm saying? And I'll be like, dang, why is this going on? Why have, whatever, you have your doubts. And there's times where I even like almost lost my faith in God. You know what I mean? Just because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same. And I guess my question to you is, how difficult was it? Like, do you think because for us, like they told us, like Abel's situation, that the divorce rate is really high because there's a lot of stress. Yeah. And do you feel like that's what like got in between you?
Me and his mom? Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't think, because at the point where me and his mom split up, we hadn't even found out he had autism yet.
Oh, okay.
We didn't find out he had autism until after we split up. Like, I don't want to say like a year after we split up. You know what I mean? That was more like financial trouble, or like personal. We were falling out of love. You know what I mean? Like, we had a kid and then we started falling out of love. Gotcha. But I don't think autism played a part in that. You know what I mean? But I mean, it has played a part in my other relationships. I've had after her. You know what I mean?
In what way?
Like, say, like I had one girlfriend one time. I won't say no names because I don't want to burn nobody. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I answered the Teddy question because that's my homeboy. but like, say, because the normal kids tend to be a little bit meaner. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all normal kids are meaner, but like, I don't know if you've noticed, most special need kids, like with autism and stuff, they're always smiling. They are. You know what I'm saying? They're like, they have a spirit about them that is hard to define.
They see something we don't see.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? They're always laughing. Like, my son's cheerful as crap. You know what I'm saying? Even if I get on to him, like, he might have been crying like probably 5 minutes earlier, bro, he's laughing and kissing me like 5 minutes later. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I don't know. It's different, bro.
Yeah. How did you feel like in public when, for example,
I know where you're going with this. I know where you're going.
Yeah, because I can relate.
I felt weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, at first, I used to not want to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Really? I'm gonna be 100 with you. I used to be like, man, I don't know how Jordan gonna act. That's what I'm saying. The first 4 years or 5 years were hard because Jordan did do like some tantrums back then. You know what I mean?
And how did that make you feel in the middle of that? Like, say you're at an Walmart aisle and
well, to be honest, I don't want to say that I'm ashamed or nothing like that, because I'm not ashamed of my son at all.
Oh, no.
But it's like almost like you got a spotlight on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's staring. Like, you're like just trying to be normal, but you can't be normal because you don't got a normal kid. You see what I'm saying?
But that's what's the social. That's what we portray.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But there's a lot of people that don't understand it, though. That's the thing.
But that's what bothers me, because we don't educate normal, quote unquote, kids.
Yeah, you're right. And there's no normal anymore.
No. Yeah. And that always bothers me. And that's our mission, to normalize special kids.
Like Teddy's brother, special. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I grew up, and it's crazy. Let me tell you a story, though. One time me and Teddy used to work. I got a lot of stories with Teddy.
Oh, wait, Abraham?
No, it's got to do with I'll tell you, bro. Okay. We used to work at the hospital together, Northeast Georgia. So I
remember that.
Yeah. So we did dietary services. It's like a fancy word of serving trays. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we strip trays from all the stairs or whatever, and we go around pushing carts. But anyways, that's not what the point of me telling you where we worked at is. There was a guy that worked there, and I want to say his name was Danny or something like that, but I don't remember. But this guy was huge, bro. He was like 6'5". Yeah. Maybe like 280, 290, and we were teenagers. But this guy, he used to do like little weird noises and stuff like Jordan does, like my son does. He used to do like, he wasn't normal, bro. Well, he was special. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because I never thought about it until I had my son. You know what I mean? I used to think people like that were like crazy. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what they used to tell us. Yeah. Or they used to tell us like, either don't look, and then that made me want to look more. Exactly. And so then, my thing was why all these like kids with cerebral palsy or like Drake and stuff like that. Yeah. That, to me, these kids deserve the same treatment. Yeah. And yes, there's physical disadvantages, or mental disadvantages, depending on the diagnosis. But at the end of the day, that's still a life, a soul, a person. And so that's our goal. We want to normalize special need kids. And because, when you're in it, like in that, whether it's Down syndrome, autism, any of those, like, it's hard. It's hard on the family. It's hard on the kids. On everybody. Development, finances. I mean, grandparents. Because you have to adapt to. You're part of their world. So
and they need a different attention as well.
I wanted to ask you something. I really want to hear your insight. And then Teddy told me about this, but he told me you deleted me off Facebook, which to me really don't matter. But what I'm trying to hear out is your reason, so people can hear, because I know there's different perspectives and like a vulnerable post like that. So what
you want to know why I deleted you?
But I don't mean that, like, I promise, in a petty way. Like, no, because you know how like tias and uncles be like, ¿Por qué me borraste de Facebook?
Look, I would have never told Teddy, because that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, bro, me seeing you and your son and your wife, it made me sad, bro. Like, it made me like break down a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was inspiring whenever he would get through his milestones or whatever. But for me, I felt like, I had my son Jordan, right? And then seeing y'all's story, like I wanted him to pull through, bro. But every time I seen the story, it kind of made me cry, bro. And I felt like it was breaking me down and like taking my focus away from my son, because I was thinking, damn, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, seeing, and I don't want to put it like, I don't want it to sound messed up or whatever, but
no.
There's kids that have it worse. Your kid had it worse than my kid. So at the same time, I deleted you and stuff, but there's one point in my life that your pet post made me more, what do you call it? Like, confident in my son, because he don't have that, all the physical stuff that your son did. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, sometimes you think like, dang, why is my son don't talk? Why does my son don't do this, don't do that? But y'all had it worse than me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And then there's people that had it worse than me.
You see what I'm saying? So I felt like it wasn't nothing against you at all.
No,
I know
you knew that.
I'm just putting that out there. But I just felt like I just couldn't help to see y'all hurting, bro.
It's hard.
It's hard, bro.
And you can't do nothing about it.
And I can't do nothing about it, because I'm living paycheck to paycheck, bro. You see what I'm saying? If I could save everybody I cared about or had some kind of emotional attachment to, I would. But it's hard, bro, because everybody got their own struggles, and I couldn't stand to see y'all hurting. That's about it, bro.
That's interesting, because there was, and that's one thing that we were aware, like, not everybody was going to take it like I imagine. Like, everybody, it's open to opinions, so like different. Some people would get inspired by it, and other people, like, it definitely was. I'm not gonna talk about it, because it now becomes a trigger. It's weird, like, now we're going through like triggers. So there's like sounds I can't hear. And even yesterday we drove by, it was like a camion, and it was like a tank company. So it had like this lady with like a mask. Like an oxygen mask. And straight up in that moment, it triggered me, and I felt like I was having a panic attack.